The clips are here!
Because that's what the Onion does. The Onion's a man of chaos.
I'm from Queens, okay? Give me the Ron juice.
League of Legends saved my life. Yertsin, you heard of him? Of course you have.
I'm a meatball, you know, look at me, I got tits out my ass and ass out my tits.
No, I'm not the boss, baby. I'm the boss, baby. What the fuck is up? My name's Daniel J, and they call me the boss. You wanna know why? Because I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. So it's been a crazy year for the Coffeebreath Show. We started off earlier in 2020. I had built a bar with my own bare hands, and I said, what am I gonna do with this bar? I can't have anybody over. There's COVID outside. So I decided I'd do the next best thing, have a live show, live from the bar every Friday night. Just like you guys out there are my guests at my bar. Just like all of them are my guests at my bar. Because I'm the giant rat that makes all the rules. It's been a crazy year since then. We got up to a lot of hijinks and we got a whole lot more planned for you in the future. But we want to take a quick look back at some of the finest gabagool moments of 2020.
And that bar is my game! Ah!
It was for you.
Can't you see my heart beat fast? I want this to last! See you in my life!
So for the first episode, I knew we had to start off with a splash, if you know what I'm saying. I wanted to do something big, something that was gonna be so crazy it would set the tone for the rest of the show. The tone, if you know what I mean. What better than to perform the entire Roblox Titanic hour-long YouTube video as a live dramatic performance? I thought to myself, this is really gonna set the stage for what this show will be. This is really gonna make the people understand what they're watching. It didn't do that. No one knew what the fuck we were doing or why it was happening, but thanks to anyone who watched the shitty old episodes.
What's up, YouTube? It's me, Myles, the Onion. You know me, you see me, and I'm here on the Coffeebreath Show to recount some of my favorite moments of 2016. Let's get it started. Now, I know that James Cameron, or whatever his name was, he won an award for that lesbian film, the Titanic, that he made. But I think I should have won an award for directing the Roblox Titanic live adaptation.
It's the Titanic, what do you want? It's a masterpiece. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's one of our own. He's one of Italy's finest, you know? He was at his best moments in that movie.
Okay, bottoms up. Sorry. Oh. So the beef jerky, not gonna lie, I'm gonna be 100, it hit me pretty fucking hard. You know, my first time having a pepper that hot. Look at me. Look at this form. You know I can take just about anything. You know I can take it to the face, to the jaw, to the arm, to the ass.
That was some spicy meat. I did not enjoy that meat. It is not the first nor the last time I have not enjoyed the meat, but I can say it was spicy.
Other people who win games, they like to shout out their fans. Me, I like to shout out the haters. Because without you guys, who would I have to prove wrong, you know? Who would I have to prove wrong? Toffee, tell the people how you're feeling. Yeah, I agree. Eat the rich. Thank you so much for calling in. And,
You okay?
Yeah.
Myles, what the fuck are you doing? What is this
fucking
bit?
good, bud?
Myles, what is this bit? What is this bit?
I'm sitting there and I'm trying to have a conversation with the chat, right? I'm trying to talk to our caller who called into the show. And all of a sudden, this fucking dunce, this fucking doofball starts spitting water out his mouth like... And I'm sitting there thinking, what is this gabagool on? What kind of gabagool did he eat? It's just too much. I don't understand where he was going with this one. It didn't work for me.
You know, there's a lot of things that I hated about sitting next to Myles for a long time during the show, but, you know, the biggest one was really that moment.
I was thirsty.
So if you haven't been following the Coffeebreath Show all year, you might not know about the pie incident, but this is truly one of the most foul things that ever happened at this bar. Megan just decided out of nowhere, for some reason, she was gonna spill the pie all over the floor in such a way that we could not clean it all up. Half the pie goes under the goddamn bar. And so, you know, I do my best, clean it up right then and there, and then I come back later, after the show ends, I break everything down, I'm sweeping, I'm vacuuming, I'm licking the floor clean with my tongue, and then the next day, I wake up, I walk over to my bar to find the worst ant infestation I have ever seen in my life. These fuckers were crawling out of every orifice of my bar. I had to go out and buy 6 bug bombs. I had to bug bomb my entire fucking apartment. I had to leave the place for 3 days. It's World War III in here. There's so many bombs going off. And finally, 3 days later, it's a safe place to live in again. The pie incident, I'm not over this. This is inexcusable for me.
You know what? People blame me for that. They blame the onion. Just because I ordered the pie, it's my fault. It's my fault that it's on the sugar on the floor.
You get a little coffee in me, and I lose track of my limbs. I didn't know the pie was there. I didn't know where my elbow was.
So what is League of Legends? What is it? Liz, what do you know about League of Legends?
There's a bunch of little fellas. They're on a screen. It doesn't seem to make any sense.
My brother plays it into the early hours of the morning, very often.
Sounds about right.
And it's made by the same people who did World of Warcraft, right?
No.
No, it's not. I thought it was.
She gave
Well, I did my best.
That's Blizzard,
Again,
the people I used to work for.
It kind of looks like
It
World
looks
of
the
Warcraft.
same.
I do not concern myself with the trials and tribulations of the gamer folk, okay? Like, it's not my people, it's not who I am.
Worst mistake of my fucking life was trying to teach these absolute fucking gabagools how to play a video game with some class.
Okay, you know, all the kids these days, all my nephews, my son Dan over there, you know, he just can't get enough of that League of Legends game. I don't know. I don't really understand it, but you know, he tells me he plays a fiddle stick, and I that's what I started calling all my nephews, because they're just so skinny, you know, they're like little fiddle sticks. It's like a breadstick, you know? You snap them in half, you know? It just snap.
Howdy, my name is Sparks. They call me Miami, and I'm from Texas. League of Legends is a much more complex and beautiful thing than he was describing on the show. Fiddlesticks be damned. I'll be honest, it just really means a lot more than that. But anyway, fuck Dan.
Oh, yeah. I never told you about how I learned to put on a condom, did I?
Oh.
So it was August of 2014, and I was playing Shovel Knight on my Wii U. It just came out. And my dad, I remember this though, because my dad specifically, he knocked on the door. It was my first playthrough of Shovel Knight, and he said, "Miles, you're going to college soon. Do you know how to put on a condom?" And I said, "Dad, can we do this later? I'm playing Shovel Knight, and this game is really good, and I don't care." He came in with a banana and a condom, and he stopped me. He made me pause the game, and he showed me how to do it, and he made me practice. And so I was like, great, I did it. He's like, all right, I hope you enjoy Shovel Knight. And I was like, thanks, Dad, I was. I actually got really mad at him. I was like, yeah, I was, Dad, until you interrupted me.
Guys, I have a confession. I'm in love with Myles. I love this man.
I mean, you know what? I really disrespected my dad there. You know, that wasn't very cool of me, but I'm very grateful to you. And one day, in 28 years, when I eventually do have sex with a fine biddy, I'm gonna say thanks, Dad. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna say thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. And my dad in his grave is gonna say, no problem, son.
He kept complimenting my pedicure, which I was like, oh wow, thank you. I did it myself instead of studying for finals. And he was like, yeah, you have a real talent for that. And I was like, thank you. I don't know. I like doing my nails. It's fun. And he was like, yeah, it's just, I really love the shape of your toes.
Okay, that should have gotten you.
Okay, he literally said that. He literally said, "I love the shape of your toes," and you still weren't sure.
That one should have
Are
gotten
you okay?
This girl's not all there. She's not all there.
I don't think I have to explain myself. I got some trauma in regards to my feet, and you know, this little fella played into that, and I will take any compliment I get. Okay, God.
Oh no, he's back. He's back.
I've been
Do you need help there, Mr.
I'm
Nook?
so deeply uncomfortable.
In that moment, I felt more alive than I've ever felt in my entire life.
So the situation here is that another one of Morgan's sins from today is that she stole the bread that we brought for our sandwiches and put it in her car, probably. Either that or she left it behind, one or the other. And so right now we have a bunch of cold cuts with no bread. She claims to not have had the bread in her car, and she said she has not eaten all day because we had the rest of the food. I don't believe it. I think she put the bread in the car and then just didn't realize it, and I think she's gonna get home before us, and she's gonna like notice the bread was in the car and then like move it back into the kitchen and not say anything. Tree, and I have exactly one question for the group. Morgan, what happened to the bread?
Actually, I got something to say about Breadgate. I wrote a note, and I know this is meant to be anonymous, but I'll come forward. I'll come forward. This won't be a whole season arc. This will be up front. I do have something to say about Breadgate. Liz, this is addressed to you, Liz. The first day at the J Tree Airbnb when you left, Daniel J left the bread in the Airbnb.
No fucking way.
Also, was not using his brain and saw the loaf next to the door. When you left for the car, he did not bring the bread with him. Multiple people on the show know, therefore, you should know the truth. That's it.
Yeah, I heard the fucking letter. I heard it. I wasn't impressed, frankly. I think as a writer, as a so-called writer, she might have done a little bit better of a job with her writing and her grammar, but, you know, who am I to say? I'm just some fucking micro-brain monkey chimp, and so who am I to say who can write well? But all I can say is that I didn't leave that bread there, and I know who did. I know who was at the party.
I wouldn't necessarily eat the entire leaf.
I'm not gonna eat the entire leaf. Oh! Oh, it's so fucking dry. Oh god, I feel like I'm chewing skin. I feel like I'm chewing a human skin. Oh god, I actually don't know if I can make it through this. It's so like thick.
You can do it.
And
You can
fucking
do it, yeah.
chewy.
Let me tell you something about Dan. That man is all hat and no cattle. That man actually is all cattle because he doesn't eat vegetables.
I am worried for that boy. He will get scurvy one day.
Unfortunately, I wasn't in this episode, all right? I was in Miami for spring Thanksgiving break. Boy, let me tell you something. Mustard greens, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, all right? Mustard greens taste like a foreskin. Now, you didn't hear that from me, okay? I don't know what a foreskin tastes like, but theoretically, if I ever had one, I would say they taste like mustard greens.
On this, I kind of agree with Myles on the taste of the mustard greens. I just really wanted to throw a wrench into the works. You know how it is, ladies.
We're not spreading anything.
We're spreading
Other than Christmas cheer.
We're spreading
Christmas
Yeah,
cheer.
God forbid I spread some fucking Christmas. God fucking forbid I spread some Christmas cheer on Christmas, right?
no.
I'm trying to do
God,
good
we
by
all
the
live
people
together.
who do
There's
good
too
for
much
me.
love.
And that's you guys, the viewers of twitch.tv/coffeebreath. Thank you so much for all the support. Appreciate and love you guys. It's been a great year.
That was my first Christmas. You know, I'm a devout Hindu, as everybody knows. You know, I never done a material holiday like that before. Every single holiday that I've done is about not becoming a cockroach. So, you know, I gotta say, it was a lot like a holiday back home. You know, it was lots of Italian people screaming. You know, I'll always be grateful for my time on the Coffee Face Show. I love my gang, I love my boys, and I love my girls, and I love my crew.
You know, it's been a tough year for all of us, but as the boss, as the leader of this group, it's my job to kind of hold everything together, be kind of the glue that keeps this ship running. You know, every ship needs its glue, and that's where I come in. I'm the glue that makes all the rules, and so from me to you, from glue to you, thank you for watching the Coffee Breath Show in 2020, and thank you for sticking around with us throughout all of these adventures, and I hope to see you in the chat for many more in 2021. Arrivederci. Cabs are here. Cabs are here. Cabs are here. Cabs are here.